Hi, I'm Jennifer Marvin, a volunteer with the Eastern Shore Office of the Alzheimer's Association. And today I have with me Leslie Zimmerman, a home care consultant with Home Instead Senior Care and also a fellow volunteer of the Alzheimer's Association as well. In honor of June being Brain Awareness Month, we are going to be talking about the 10 signs of Alzheimer's disease. Welcome, Leslie.
Hi, thanks, Jennifer.
So, what are some of the warning signs that people should look for if they suspect their loved one may have Alzheimer's disease?
Sure. So the most three common warning signs are memory loss, that disrupts daily life, and then also being able to really struggle with planning your day, problem solving, and also being able to really it disrupts your ability to enjoy your work or your leisure activities and things around the house.
Okay. So I often hear people say that they frequently have some of those symptoms. How would one know if it were more serious?
Great question. So for example, we all lose our keys from time to time, right? But if we're unable to retrace our steps and be able to find our keys or know what those keys actually do for us, then that's a signal that something more serious is occurring.
Well, that makes sense. What are some of the other warning signs?
So usually people with a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease, they're unable to read a clock, be able to maintain their own social calendar, and or be able to form thoughts that help with conversation or making lists. So it's more than everyday aging. Everyday aging signs would be maybe you're having some difficulty with your eyesight, but that might be because of cataracts. Or you wake up in the morning and you forget what day it is, but you remember, if I look at a calendar, I know what day it is. Those are more everyday symptoms of aging.
So it sounds like with Alzheimer's disease, the signs are more severe and occur more frequently. The individual just, might forget how to do something and remember it later in the day or that week.
Exactly. It's very important to remember that Alzheimer's disease is not part of the normal aging process. So if you're unable to retrace your steps, if you're missing things more than just on a once in a blue moon, you really need to seek help. So it's something that's beyond just the normal everyday symptoms of aging. So if you're struggling with being able to problem solve, your ability to make good judgment, you're having personality changes, mood swings, maybe you're becoming more isolated from your social circle, then those could be signs that you're struggling with Alzheimer's.
So, Leslie, people always want to know, what they can do to prevent this from happening. Could you talk about having a healthy brain?
Sure. So one of the first things we recommend is make sure you have your annual exam with your physician. They're going to do lots of blood work and different measurements to make sure that your heart is healthy, which connects to your brain, your weight is at a healthy place, and they're going to be able to give you recommendations as well of how to have a healthy lifestyle. Talking about lifestyle, make sure that you're moving some, whether it's walking a little bit every day, continuing with your recreation exercises, maybe it's playing cards with your friends, being social. Try learning a new language or a new activity. That actually scrubs a lot of the plaque buildup in your brain that can lead to cognitive impairments down the road. Scrub that plaque out of your brain by learning something new every day. Maybe you've never been a knitter before. Start knitting. Learn a new language. Travel somewhere new. Experience something new. Then we also recommend with your diet, make sure you eat a lot of green, dark green, not just light green, dark, leafy green things, such as kale and spinach. Those things really help with your stomach, with your weight, and with your brain. Walnuts are another power food for your brain. Blueberries. Those all have antioxidants. Salmon is another really good protein. Lean proteins in general are great for your brain. So making sure that you're feeding your brain well, you're using your brain, challenging your brain, you're staying social and you're staying physical, kind of having that complete outlook on your life is really going to help keep your brain healthy for longer.
Sounds like we need to keep our brains very active.
Yes.
What should someone do if they or a loved one is experiencing any of these signs?
First and foremost, you should make an appointment with your primary care physician. And then we encourage you to go to www.alz.org and download a free checklist. Complete that checklist and take it with you to that appointment. That way you're able to have a meaningful conversation with your physician, and they're able to tease out what is part of normal aging and what is actually part of the disease. Early detection is important. Then you have more time for treatment options to be able to get resources for yourself and for your loved ones. Also, the Alzheimer's Association has a 24/7 helpline for those who have diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease and for their loved ones.
Great, that's very helpful information. Leslie, are there any other ways that viewers could get involved in the mission of the Alzheimer's Association, which is a world without Alzheimer's disease?
Yes, we are having a Walk to End Alzheimer's on November 3rd. Here in Salisbury at the Max Center. And the goal of the walk is to raise much needed funds and awareness here on the shore. You're able to go, and anyone's able to register a team at www.act.alz.org.
So Leslie, are there any upcoming events that the Alzheimer's Association is having that you would want the viewers to know about?
Sure, you should mark your calendar for mid-August. We're going to have a kickoff event for our walk at Cactus Taverna, and it's going to be a lively event. It's going to have appetizers and drink and all kinds of social activities, and the goal of it is to get like-minded people together that really feel passionate about a world without Alzheimer's and get them together, get them all registered for the walk, and to give them tools to be successful, to be prepared for the walk as well. So it's a great way to find out more about the walk, when it'll be, how to raise funds for the walk, and to just get to know those in the community that care about the same issue you do.
Sounds great. Another great place for people to go ahead and register their teams and
Yes.
get assistance with that.
Yes.
Great. Well, that sounds like a fun event, and it's certainly a great way to raise awareness and funds for the Alzheimer's Association.
Yes.
So, Leslie, for the caregivers at home that are, caring for a loved one with Alzheimer's disease, do you have any helpful tips for them?
Sure. Alzheimer's disease usually is a disease that takes a long time. It's a long journey. So we want to make sure that caregivers take care of themselves and that they know there are resources out there for them. Again, the Alzheimer's Association has a 24/7 helpline, and that's there for the caregivers as well. The Alzheimer's Association also has respite opportunities. So if a caregiver needs someone to come in and take care of their loved one so that they can have some time alone or go on a short vacation, that can be arranged for them. Making sure that these caregivers maintain their own health, going to their doctor's appointments, getting enough sleep, getting proper nutrition, and taking care of their own needs. That way they're able to be there for their loved ones as well. Maintaining some of their own social engagements, some of their own passions. It's hard to make that time, but it's necessary so that they are able to feel fulfilled during this difficult time. Also realizing that there are a lot of education resources for them as well to learn more about the disease, what life is like for their loved one, and how they can have practical approaches to care for their loved one. The Alzheimer's Association hosts a caregiver conference usually in the fall, and that's wonderful to be able to network with other professionals and also other people who are going through the same journey you are. So you walk away feeling uplifted and with some more tools in your toolbox. In addition to that annual caregiver conference, there are also caregiver support groups that meet regularly throughout the whole Eastern Shore region. So calling the Alzheimer's Association and finding out where the nearest caregiver support group is to you and making a commitment to attending that regularly is going to help you through your journey.
Thank you, Leslie, for this very important information.
Thank you so much for having me, Jennifer.
Thank you for watching this information from the local Eastern Shore office of the Alzheimer's Association.